Bigfoot, a tale older than your boomer neighbor who lives down the road. If you haven't been living under a rock your entire life, then you've probably heard of Bigfoot at least once or twice. Now, there are plenty of legends and tales that you can hear about Bigfoot, but what about the video game Bigfoot? Today we're diving into the multiplayer survival horror game Bigfoot. Now, this game was released in 2017, which was like 7 years ago, so the real question today is Bigfoot still worth playing in 2024? First, for those unfamiliar or just haven't heard of the game, Bigfoot is a co-op survival horror game where you and up to 4 friends have to hunt down the infamous Bigfoot. Now, there's 3 game modes in this game. Player vs AI is actually just solo mode. Team vs AI is obviously you and a friend versus the AI Bigfoot, and then team vs player is one of your friends or yourself playing as Bigfoot. Also, I want to say, if you see that percentage bar on the left of the screen, it's because I recorded this video off of Streamlabs and forgot to turn that off, so I apologize about that. Now, if you choose to be a hunter, you're armed with traps, cameras, guns, and all sorts of equipment, which will really level the playing field because the atmosphere in the game is intense to say the least. Whether you're the one stalking Bigfoot or he's stalking you, this game builds tension really well. And depending which map you choose, there's also other wildlife that will attack you, like bears and wolves, which just adds a whole nother layer of chaos and terror in the game. Along with that, the game studio has continued to release updates adding new maps, weapons, and mechanics, and they even have an active Discord where they engage with the community and hear their feedback on the game, which is nice. Now let's talk about graphics and sound. In 2024, Bigfoot doesn't look cutting edge, but it's still pretty nice. The lighting effects, especially at night, add a lot of tension, but just don't expect any AAA quality graphics. But I mean, what even really is AAA giving out these days? It's pretty much just trash. So honestly, graphics are pretty good. On top of that, I really have to give it to them with the sound design. You'll constantly hear distant howls, snapping branches, and eerie ambient noises that'll keep you on edge the entire time. The sound design does a lot of heavy lifting to create that tense survival horror atmosphere. Like, there have been plenty of times where me and my friend are running through the woods and birds will just fly up through the bushes and it'll scare the absolute shit out of us. Now, like I said earlier, this game has 3 different game modes, and I'm more of a person who likes to play with friends, but for the people who like to play solo, this game does have that, which I appreciate, and I think it adds a lot more of a scarier, tense vibe when you're playing solo. And I just really think it's nice that they give you the choice to do what you want, because a lot of times I see in even AAA games where it's only one game mode or one certain type of thing and not the other, when I really think it should be a choice to the players. Along with the game modes, they also do have servers for the people who might be like, hey, I want to play multiplayer but I don't have friends. Well, there you go, they got servers where you can join. Now listen, a lot of them will have passwords on them, but just look for a unlocked server and there you go, you're in a game, multiplayer, bada boom bada bing. And I think if you're the type of person to enjoy that horror survival genre, then you'll probably enjoy this game as well. Like, the game is still a solid survival horror game in 2024. However, if you're looking for a game with more depth, story, or variety in gameplay, Bigfoot might not keep you hooked for that long. Now, don't get me wrong, in each of the maps there are different missing people that you have to find, so there is somewhat of a little backstory and story to the game on top of just fighting Bigfoot and finding him. But if you are looking for more of a story-driven game, then this might not be for you. At the end of the day, Bigfoot in 2024 is a fun, immersive survival horror game, and if the question is it still worth playing in 2024, I definitely say yes, but probably for the right type of gamer. If you're into intense strategic gameplay and love a good scare, then it's worth the hunt, but if you need something faster paced, you might want to sit this one out. Another quick thing I just want to add is that there aren't really any Bigfoot games out right now, and I think that's one area where this game shines tremendously. I definitely have to tip my hat to the devs because they did take a risk on making this game, and I'm happy they took a chance at a market that was previously untouched. Bigfoot is the type of game that me and my friends like to refer to as a party game. I personally don't see myself playing solo. Other people may like to play solo, but that's just their preference. But for me, Bigfoot is the type of game where I like to hop on every now and then and have a good thrill with some friends. But I wouldn't necessarily say I'd be playing it every day. Overall, Bigfoot is still a great game to play today. And let me know in the comments down below if you've also played Bigfoot and what your thoughts of the game were. If you have any video ideas or suggestions, make sure to leave them down below in the comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Without further ado, I'll see you on the next one.